What's up guys, my name's Taylor and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. This is the start of my career in Kerbal Space Program, so we're gonna see how it goes. Let's go ahead and start. I'm gonna start by doing Taylor is awesome, cause I am. And then start. And so here we go. Alright, so in career mode you start out with like no parts, but let's go ahead and I guess you just gotta, start with what we have and see where we're gonna go. So let's start with the command pod here. And then we want to get some thrusters on there or something. Let's go with fuel tank. Oops, fuel tank. Let's go. How many should we get? 3? 2? Let's go with 3. See what that gets us. 3 fuel tanks, and we're gonna have 3 rockets on here because that's awesome. And then parachute up top so we can recover our Kerbal. So we can recover our guy. Who's probably Jebediah, usually is. He's my main man. He's a good guy. So we want to be able to recover him so we can use them because we have to hire new ones in this game mode. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a new action group here, and I'm gonna put these rockets in their own action group, and then put the engine below it. And then let's go ahead and start the launch. All right, sweet. Now we got our rocket here. Jebediah looks all cozy and whatnot. Let's go ahead and launch this puppy and see what happens. So, space to launch. And here we go. And we're already like off kilter here. This is not good. Uh-oh. See if we can straighten this out. We want to go straight up, obviously. Like, not going straight up is not great. Come on. Uh-oh. Come on. Get back straight. God, flying this thing's awful. I hate rockets. Crap. Alright, so that's not good. Hopefully, let's go out in a minute. We'll go out in a minute. Come on. Okay. Alright, sweet. They went out. Alright, so let's try and, like, put this thing back up. Like, perfect. We're not going to make it into space this first run, but I don't think you're supposed to, so. It's actually really hard to fly, so don't hate me. There we go. Alright, we're actually somewhat straight now. Okay, so if you look here, you can see where we're at as far as the atmosphere goes. And there's our fuel, and you can check it right here. Liquid fuel. I'm not going to play that on because that's really annoying to look at. But we're going to run out of fuel before we even get out of the atmosphere, so that's awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and, let's see if we can transmit some crew report. Transmit that from here. Because if we transmit it from space, we get more. Yeah, see, we got 3.5 science just from transmitting from space, which is really good. Because the thing is, when you have science points, or whatever, science, you can use it to research more stuff. And the more stuff you research, the better you can make your rockets, so that's really good. It's not just like, it's in Sandbox where you have all the parts and it's like, whatever. You can just do whatever you want, so. Let's go ahead and take this thing to the ground. So, I'm going to go ahead and warp time real quick, because unfortunately, we were dumb, and, or at least I was dumb. And it's just going to go straight up and down, and it's going to be really boring to watch. I think we're going to blow up when we hit the ground, because I'm pretty sure that these chutes aren't meant to hold this many things. So they're probably going to have a hard, it's going to come in too fast. We'll see when it deploys, how fast we're coming in, so, I don't know. Zoom out a little bit. Okay. Alright, so we're coming down to the surface at 13.3 meters per second. We're supposed to be about 6. And that's going to, yeah, that's what I thought. Ugh, that's not good. Alright, let's see if we can recover this. Alright, sweet, let's recover it. And then we should be able to use some of the reports for science, so we can unlock some more stuff. So that's good. So hopefully we can get into space. Yeah, we got 5 science from that, so we have a total of 8 science. I don't know if that's enough to, let's go to the research center here. Is that enough to buy anything? Oh, it is, sweet. Alright, so we have just enough science to get some more rocket parts. So we got that, that's good. And now we can go add some stuff to our rocket over here. And we'll probably just start from scratch on our rocket, so. Sweet. Alright, so we're gonna start with a new command pod. And what else do we want? I know we have couplings now, right? Yeah, decouplers, that's what we want. So we have a decoupler, and we have a fuel tank, and then another fuel tank, and then we want an engine. Yeah. That should be good for like its own thing. And then we want to put another engine or another fuel tank that'll, you know, couple onto that. But we got to put another decoupler there so we can get rid of that, because that would be stupid. And then here we go. And then another fuel tank, and then another fuel tank right here, and then one more for good measure. Why the heck not? And then an engine, and then we want 4. Let's go with 3, because I feel like 4 is going to be overkill, because like we almost fell over last time as it was with 3. But now that should be good. It should be semi-stable. Let's go ahead and throw a parachute on top. Get our parachute up here. Parachute. There we go. And then we have, where's my antenna? There it is. Antenna. I don't know what that does. That little goo thing. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. This, the mystery goo container unit. I have no idea what that is. I saw that in there earlier, and I have no clue. Alright, so we got our thing. Let's check out our stuff here. We want to put this in the same group again, obviously. Because we can always, we can't turn the rockets off, but we can turn this off. So we want to keep that in the same group, because we want to use them together a little bit. And then the next one will be this. And then we want to add another decoupler here, and then we'll deploy our chute. So that should be good. So let's try and launch that, see what happens. As soon as loading screen's finished, we'll launch. Alright, sweet. So now we're on the launch pad, and we have our new rocket here. Hopefully we can stay straight up and down. I don't know. So we got our rockets here, our solid rocket boosters. We have our engine right here, our decoupler, our other engine, our other decoupler, and then our thing right here, parachute. And so what we'll do is we'll throttle up a little bit, just so we have a little bit of throttle, and then we'll engage. Alright, and that looks to be pretty good. We don't seem too out of whack here, which is good. I mean, we got a little bit of rotation, but I can counteract that. Alright, see, now we're getting a little bit of overheat, so I'm going to go ahead and throttle up a little bit so that the solid rocket boosters have to work less, because sometimes that happens. And we should hit the overheat right as we finish our solid rocket boosters, so they won't explode, which is good. And as soon as those go out, we'll have to engage our secondary, or we'll have to crank up the throttle on our engine here, which is fine. So we got that going. Probably not too much. There we go, just like that. So we don't want that one to overheat either. And then we have a pretty good trajectory as it is right now. Looks pretty good. I mean, it's a little off, but that's okay, because if you look here, like as of right now, we're pretty much just making a straight up and down apoapsis here, or our arc. So we don't want that to be like that. So we'll just go like this. And then once we get up in, you know, the atmosphere here, it should be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed that up a little bit. Alright, so we're turning. So actually, don't speed that up. I gotta steer it a little bit. Come back to the here. Oh, that's rotating too much. I want to get it right on the center until this fuel goes out, because I have another engine that I'm going to use to expand my orbit with, so I'm not too worried about go ahead and doing the turn before I get up into orbit. I just want to make sure that I can actually get into orbit with this rocket, and or get into space with this rocket. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough. We're at 18, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are accelerating, so that's good. We are starting to turn as well, though. We have to be at least out of this before. I don't know if we're going to make it. I'm going to go ahead and throttle up and see if we can get a little bit of extra push here. Now, once we release this other set here, I'm going to go ahead and release that. I'm going to throttle down so I don't, you know, do too much. And then just stick to that right there. And then we'll expand this here. And I'm hoping to have a low orbit. It's like if I can just barely get into here, then we should be okay. But I don't know if we're going to have enough room, enough fuel. Alright, so once we get to about right there, you can cut the engines because you'll just keep going up. And then it should be good. Alright, so let's see how much fuel we have here. Alright, so you can watch it here. It's at 281. And then I haven't been watching this because I'm retarded, so just keep going up. Alright, we have a pretty steep slope here, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the engines. We should be going up still, so that's good. And so what we'll do is once we get to about like right here, I'll turn like this way and just, well actually, based on this thing, I'll turn like this way basically and just kind of expand this whole thing. Hopefully, if I can make it work. I don't know. We'll see. So basically, I'm pretty sure you just have to point at this little thing right here once you get towards the top. But, you know, it's easier said than done. Alright, so we're getting pretty close. I'm gonna go ahead and you can activate stuff from here. Watch it from the map view. So there's our space music. So I'm gonna go ahead and throttle up, and you can see that our arc is expanding, which is awesome. But we're not throttled up a whole lot, so it's not going too much. And there's our fuel. We got 235-ish fuel right now, so it's not too bad. We should have a pretty good amount of fuel. I'm gonna throttle up a little more, not too much. I want to keep it on. See, I'm expanding it the wrong way. See, if I get towards here, then it's gonna go out, and I don't want that. I want it to go. I want it to go, you know, like wider. But all right, it's too much throttle. Uh-oh, crap. Cut the engines. All right, so let's see. So now I just gotta wait until I get back up here. So hopefully I'll be able to make this work. I've gotten so close a whole bunch of times, but on our second attempt, if we manage to get into orbit, that's really good. The only bad thing is I don't know how we're gonna get down because we don't have enough stuff to get down with. So we'll see. Probably Jeb will probably just have to be stuck up here, and then we'll see what happens. So while we're on this trajectory, I'm gonna go ahead and crew report and send that. Transmitting, and then we got 5 science from that, which is good. And then we're getting pretty close, so I'll warp to it a little bit, and then so that moves as you get closer to it. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and center that, and then throttle up. Obviously, the more thrust you use, the faster this will expand. But it's a lot harder to control, so I tend to not thrust up too much if I can. Okay, so we're getting pretty close. So let's just check this out here. So it's definitely expanding, and we're at, you know, about 125, which isn't too awful. So we might make it, actually. I don't know. It just depends. Alright, so we're definitely, let's see, is that going up? It's going up slowly, so that's pretty good. So we're going to want to cut that. Alright, so I'm going to cut that, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little closer. And once I get a little closer, and actually just realized that you can't see the fuel thing at all. So I apologize for that, because I just realized that my face cam's blocking it up. So sorry for that. So I'll just keep you informed of that. I wish I could move this. Can I? I mean, I could put it here, like on the thing, but it's really annoying if I do that. Like that. It's like, ugh, it looks awful. So I'm just going to keep that off. So for future reference, I'll probably move the face cam to the other side, just, you know, for that. Because I record with Open Broadcaster, so it automatically puts the face cam in there, so I don't have to sync it up later, which saves me a ton of time. Makes my life way easier, so that's good. So we're getting pretty close again, so I'm about to do another burn here. So hold on. And here we go. Burning again. We're at 80. We're at about 80 with our fuel level, which isn't bad. And then just keep that lined up. And it looks like we have a pretty good burn here. 40 fuel. We're either gonna make it or be really freaking close. About 15, and bingo. Alright, I'm gonna cut the engines. We have 7 fuel left, and we made it into orbit, which is awesome. Second try, which was really good. Not bad for us. Now I have no idea how we're gonna get him down, to be honest. See if he has another crew report. I don't know if he does or not. Nope. Okay. Well, he got 5 data. So, alright. So now I don't really know what else to do with him other than just leave him up here. I mean, we can bring him down, but I don't know, because he doesn't have any docking stations. So I'm just gonna let him, roam around. I'm gonna let him, go around the Earth a couple times, or around the Kerbal, and we'll just see. You can just see out here he's gonna go around and probably get some. Maybe I don't know. I haven't played career mode before, so I think he'll get some more data as he goes around, but I'm really not sure. So he's just gonna, do around, and I'm in warp mode here, and just gonna have him. And see, now we're below, 240,000 meters, so I can't warp unless I'm like up here. Yeah, no, that doesn't even. Okay. So let's see. He's went around the Kerbal, or Kerbal. a couple times by now. So let's check out his let's check out what, see if he has anything. If it'll let me. Why is it not letting me? Well, I lied to you. Okay, so for some reason, let's see, how do I? Why is it not letting me? Maybe I've already sent it? I don't know. I guess if you already sent it per flight, I don't know. Well, guys, we've made it into space, and that is it for this particular episode of Kerbal Space Program. I'm going to be doing a series, so there are going to be more episodes, so make sure you click that subscribe button if you like what you saw. They're going to be pretty chill, not really like as much of the comedy stuff that we have on the other channel, but I really enjoy this game, and I think a lot of people can have a lot of fun watching this gameplay. But if you have any comments or anything, make sure you leave them in the comment below. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.